Okay, well, we're back with that.
What a teddy bear.
Yeah, he's a hell of a sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah, obviously a serial killer.
Yeah, well, maybe
definitely
so.
a snuff filmmaker.
Well, that's what this movie is. It is probably
real,
as close to what you would ever get with a snuff film.
What I want to know is, how does he get these people to be in his films to be tortured like that?
You know, that's a good question, actually.
Who the hell would let somebody puke on them?
And there's a lot of actually other stuff in the film that seems to be
even worse.
Because yeah, she's really vomiting. And,
yeah.
And that's there, and there's a scene where the same character is like actually cutting herself.
Yeah. Well, she is cutting herself. Yeah, but it's just little scratches.
But it appears to be real nonetheless.
Well, it is real. Isn't
yeah.
it?
I like doll knives better.
Sissy fuck, sissy fuck. Sissy fuck, sissy fuck.
You know, it's a tough movie. I actually, first time I saw it, I compared it to the cannibal holocaust of this generation. It's like, it's so well made that it's undeniable. It's like you cannot deny how well done.
B films aren't supposed to be this good.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, you're not supposed to. Yeah, exactly.
You're not supposed to be saying, "Oh my God, that is so fake," you know.
Right, yeah, exactly. A B movie is exactly that.
Like in the cheerleader autopsies we did. I mean, those were nothing but masks, you know, those dummies. They're horrible. And then you got something like this, in which I think that's a person. Yeah,
where it's, you know, it's hard to even convince people that.
Yeah, because I still think they're real. That little girl was real.
But what impressed me the most about this film is beyond that stuff, which is your eyeball getting poked out there. Yeah, okay.
No, my drink got in my eye.
A little strong splashback there. But
anyway, I can ingest the alcohol.
Yeah, she gets
get my eyes.
There you go. She's winded down, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta drink after seeing a movie like that.
It's about the truth. But what impressed me about the movie is, even though it is so filled with this kind of stuff,
terror and horror,
there is such a strong undercurrent going on in the characters that they seem so very real. And then you even mentioned the moment that disturbed me the most, and of course the little girl in the bathtub thing, but it's the fact that her coming in with the video camera and talking to
that little girl,
telling her you're not going to have to grow up.
Yeah.
And that's just, you start, if you think about those things divorced from the gore and the violence a little bit,
that's disturbing.
You start thinking about what the lives these characters had to have led to get to that point. And there's the whole subplot of incest going on, where you think that one serial killer is the brother and sister, and there's a really, really almost sad scene where she comes in and he's cutting his hair because he wants to impress her and win her away from the other guy, and like she actually sets the camera on the floor and like is holding him and
You finished it? The dirty deed?
Got a diet.
And it's like this weird, tender moment in the midst of some of the most blasphemous, horrifying stuff you have ever seen on screen. My only complaint with the film is that I think that it is a little scattershot as far as storytelling, which isn't really their point, I guess. They're not trying to tell a coherent story. But there are times where like characters are introduced and then sort of they disappear because it's supposed to be just when they've turned on the camera. And I think that lends to some confusion once in a while as to who's who and, you know, how they get there.
I have to disagree because, I mean, if you give somebody a video camera, and I mean, you're going to see all kinds of people in and out of the shots, so it is realistic in that way. So I have to disagree with you there.
No, I mean, actually,
you know, their friends come and go, or they meet.
Actually, you make a good point that it's sort of
it's random.
It's random, whereas I
just
guess
like if you give somebody a camera and you'll see all these different people on here.
No, you're absolutely right. It is random, whereas with a regular movie you're used to the introduction.
Well, it's supposed to be like somebody's real life snuff film,
and that it comes across. And the only other real small complaint I had, and this is something you probably didn't notice, is the lead singer of the band Necrophagia, whose name is Killjoy, plays a rather large role as a guy running a tattoo parlor who also is a serial killer.
I didn't.
They sort of visit him, and he's got his whole barn full of bodies.
God damn.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Neil, oh my God.
What's going on here?
And that in itself doesn't bother me, and it's just that I think people who know of the band and know him, that's going to be the only scene of the movie where they get thrown out. Because they're going to go, look, it's Killjoy.
Right.
And you of course, I don't
know him from Adam.
Right, so you probably never noticed it.
No, I didn't.
And it works probably just fine.
But so that's what breaks the reality.
Yeah, for me it did, just for a second. And he actually contributed a little bit to the direction. And there's a rock video from their band on here.
See, because to me it was just another greaseball.
Right, exactly. It's just another degenerate. Every character in the movie is a degenerate. I mean, everywhere they go and everyone they meet is a degenerate in some way.
Trash.
And it's a scary movie.
Yeah.
And its worldview is really scary. So
we highly recommend it.
Exactly.
God help us, we love it.
What would you give it, Miss Mia? This is a tough film.
Oh God, because it was so. I don't even know how to rate it because it was so good in its special effects, how they try to make it as real as possible. But it was so disturbing to me. It was very. It made me it grossed me out.
That it does.
It really disgusted me, but yet it was good because it was that real. Yeah. So I don't know. I have no idea how to. It succeeds
in its goal.
I guess I would recommend it for anybody on an artsy kind of way, like people who are. But geez, as something to watch during the evening. No, I wouldn't want to watch it by myself. A casual movie. No. It's just something that you have to appreciate it for the effort they put into it. But it just totally disgusted me.
But in a way, that's a positive.
Yeah. So I don't even know. I don't even know. How do you rate that?
No, I totally actually concur with you. It isn't a movie that you can go, I give it an 8 or a 10.
Yeah, it was good.
Because they totally do succeed in what they're trying to do. They're completely convincing as their characters and the way it's presented. But you're right. It's not casual viewing. It's not, you're not going to throw it on to show your friends and say, let's, kick back and get scared. This is for the hardened viewer. This is for the people who thought, Salo was the limit of what they could get, or Cannibal Holocaust, or those movies that are for the most outer edge of cult fans, which I must admit that I am one of those people.
You're so sweet.
I know. Well,
I
see,
wouldn't even think of that.
That's why. That's why. Is because I can watch movies like Mortem. No, not at all.
Isn't that what?
I can watch a movie like Mortem and get catharsis from it. I can get, I can get the horrible sides of my personality out.
Okay.
So,
okay.